Hey guys, I hope you're having a good day. Today I'm going to talk about probably the most passionate thing I can really I can really talk about right now because you know, you guys are aware I am someone who loves ownership. I think most Bitcoiners, they want true ownership of their money. Gold and silver bugs do as well. And today I'm going to talk about something that actually impacts us all. And that's PlayStation killing physical games. Now, I know that this is finance and Bitcoin, but we all need to be aware of what transpired recently because this will impact us all in the next 3, 5, 10 plus years. And it'll actually impact us forever. And it's really scary to think about because do we want to head this way as a society? Do we want to always be on a subscription plan? And it's a really scary feeling, and but we got to talk about it, and we got to face this reality right now. So this impacts all of us, right? This impacts all physical media, physical discs, games, music, shows, movies, whatever you like physical in this world. This impacts you. And so what happened? Let's kind of talk about what happened. So we've seen it throughout society, right? Like back in the day, you would go to Blockbuster or you would go to Best Buy and you would either rent at Blockbuster your VHS and you would either go to Best Buy and buy it or you would, not watch it. You would just not do anything. And so what happened is a lot of these companies, they created these models to rent like the Blockbusters and the Netflixes. And eventually Redbox came in, they took out Blockbuster, eventually downloading came online and it took out Redbox. And so now almost everything you want is at your fingertips through Amazon, through PlayStation, through a lot of these stores, Apple Store, you name it. And so it's in these, it's kind of like an oligopoly right now, but specifically when it comes to PlayStation, it's almost a monopoly, and I'll get there in a sec. But we love the convenience of digital, right? Who wants to go to the store and walk around? That you guys know that Blockbuster smell. It just is in my memory forever. That Blockbuster smell. You walk around, you pick out a movie or two. Your parents tell you no, put it back. You walk through the candy section before you check out. You get something unhealthy, and then you go home and you watch that movie. But as consumers, we've grown to love the digital. All you have to do is download it and not hustle out to your local corner store. But it's gotten much colder now. I don't know if you guys feel that. You can't talk to the person that's kind of checking you out. You can't talk to the local, other person at the store. You're literally sitting on your couch, pressing a button, and watching it, right? That's the society we've constructed. So everything is at our fingertips now, right? And, it feels really good, I'll be honest. Right now, I probably have 30 lifetimes of shows to watch on Paramount, HBO, Netflix, Amazon. Literally. I literally probably could not watch these in my entire 5 lifetimes. That's how much content there is, right? And so this comes at a big cost in the long run, and I'm going to get into that. But when you stop paying these subscriptions, you lose access to all of it, absolutely everything. And it's this weird feeling of you got to pay money consistently, always and forever, to access all the things you want. Now, these companies, they have more market control when the data is on their platform, right? So think about it. If I bought Scream or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, whatever, I'm talking about horror, but I bought one of these movies and I wanted to go and give it to a friend. Okay, I can do that. I can walk over to them and give it to them. Or I wanted to sell it. Okay, if I bought it, I can do that. Get a few bucks back. Now, you have to pay whatever price they tell you. You can't transfer it, and you can't sell it. So think about that. Even if it's a movie let's just say, this is the craziest thing. Let's just say it's a movie that is like a Clint Eastwood from the 60s. And the free market right now says that that movie should be about $2 because it's so old and there's so many in circulation. Well, the people that own the rights to that, they can charge $30 if they wanted to, if it's going through a store. That's crazy. Think about that. Something that in the free market they're saying is $2. Now, because you can only go through that one store, it's going to be charged for $30. A huge, huge markup without any overhead. Crazy. Crazy. We've seen it with video games too. I don't know if you guys have known what's happened recently with some of the video games, but it is mind-blowing what is happening. This is so anti-consumer, I don't even know where to begin. I can probably talk about this for days. We need to speak up. So I don't know if the big thing that happened, and this was crazy why it was announced within a month of each other. It's almost like we know you're going to own nothing, and we know you're not going to be happy. I can't believe they did it so close to each other. So Sony, they just announced that if you bought, not rented, bought one of these 551 movies that on their platform, they're going to disappear in September. This went everywhere. This was probably the biggest, I'm getting the goosebumps. This was the biggest thing ever because it taught us that if it is digital, it is not yours. Think about that. If you pressed buy, you pressed purchase. That's when you buy something, you exchange your money and you get the goods back. Sony's not even refunding people for this. Think about that for a second. So it's just an expensive rental. That $30 movie you bought, you're just essentially renting it until they lose the rights to that. So this new future we're living into, or we're leaning into, everything that you can quote unquote buy, if it's digital, it's not yours perpetually. It's yours for maybe the next 5, maybe the next 10 years plus. Could be forever, but maybe not. Maybe it's 2 years. And so why buy anything anymore? Just rent. But then if you're renting forever, you're always on a subscription forever. So you're always paying out the door. So I just can't believe this happened. I mean, you never owned that digital thing. You didn't know it, but you were just having a long-term rental. This is a grim warning for the future of anything that's digital only. Anything. So change.org, they have a petition that everyone needs to sign. And I've signed it, and I'm not trying to just parrot what other people are saying. I actually mean this from the bottom of my heart. Everyone needs to sign this. Even digital media advocates, even if you love pressing the button and downloading it, you gotta support this studio, this nonprofit called Stop Killing Games. Everything is becoming hyper digitized, and the day's gonna come where we own nothing and we aren't happy. They'll say you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. No, it'll be you will own nothing and you won't be happy. Because who's happy paying these publishers, these studios, nonstop forever? And then who wants that rental wheel that you're on, right? Because then you really don't have a lot of agency or ownership. And then if you are buying, you're not really buying because they can just take it away from you at any moment. So physical at least gave us the opportunity to actually hold it, actually trade it, actually sell it, and actually buy it through a diversified marketplace, whether it's eBay, Amazon, Walmart, Target. I mean, there's 50 to 100 places I can name. You were able to buy it through all those avenues, right? And now, only through their store. And that is terrifying. Unless you want to live in the Matrix, I mean, that is terrifying. We got to speak up. So these licenses, at any time, they can be revoked. The things you say on the platform is another thing. Oh, I don't even know where to get started with this. Oh my God. This is going to be This is going to be a rabbit hole I'm going to dig into right now. One sec. I'm just going to take a sip of water because this is one long take. So, think about this. So I don't know if you guys have played Call of Duty in the past 5 years. Again, this is a sign of the times. Back in the day, you could say whatever, right? Anything, and you can get away with it. Nowadays, if you say the wrong word, you can get a 3-day ban or a 5-day ban or even a perpetual ban. And what that means is you can't play online, right? And so if you say things that people don't agree with, you will be banned. And they have this AI monitoring everyone's chat at all times. It's actually, I mean, now that I say it like this, it's actually terrifying to talk about because it's like, this is actually happening right now. If you're not a gamer, you don't know about it, but it's happening right now. And remember, this is a video game. Okay, so think about this. Imagine you say something online and you say a few bad words or maybe you call someone a few bad words. Now, they could not only ban you, but they could potentially revoke the license for you to play that because you don't physically own the copy anymore. You don't hold the disc. You don't have the card. You literally, they can just remove it for you. Or they could just ban you from going on their console altogether. It's because we created this duopoly that we're seeing this, guys. We centralize power too high in the hands of too few. And they can do whatever they want. And these corporations, they don't like it. They don't mind taking away your freedoms if it gives them more power and more control over what you can do and say, right? I've always thought about Xbox Live over my life, especially in the beginning. It's like the last bastion of freedom. You can do whatever you can play, you can do whatever you want. You know? Now, you can't do whatever you want. This is like North Korea level stuff, guys. So you can't say certain words without saying a ban. We are living in an Orwellian wet dream. And many of us right now, we don't see it. We don't see it because we're too busy working, too busy watching an algorithmic video that's distracting us from the reality of our situation. We're too busy getting distracted with things, right? We're just grinding and trying to make ends meet. So speech will be controlled in the future. It will potentially impact your digital ownership of certain things, whether that's your ability to sign in, your ability to play games, whatever. You will have less or no ownership, less options at a higher price. We got to speak up and fight now, guys. Do you want to have no ownership in the future? Think about this. One of the best game series ever made, Uncharted. They could literally charge on the PS6 now? They can charge it on the PS6 without doing anything. $120, not make it backwards compatible, make it digital only. This is an old game. Very, very old game. And they can literally charge full price for that in this new future we're about to live in. But it's a great game, right? It's an excellent game. So that's why we need to preserve physical media. We've seen all these studios in the past. We've seen a lot of studios shut down their servers. So you've bought a game and then eventually they shut the server down. All your progress, all your work, all your trials and tribulations, blood, sweat, and tears, gone. Completely wiped out because the server was shut down. Things need to be physically tethered into this world, just like they were in the NES, just like they were in the N64, just like they are on the 360, PS2, Wii, Switch 1, kinda Switch 2, Xbox Series X. But now, with the Steam box and where things are going with the game key cards and stuff, I don't know. I'm sorry to rant. I know that this is not a gaming channel, but it's broader. As Bitcoiners, as citizens who want to have real things, to have ownership in this world, This is not a step in the right direction, and I think we should all stand up. So sign that petition on change.org. I'll try to leave it in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.